Ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mayfield brings him up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Hey. Run. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready. You're out. I got you. 49. Check 49.
Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 3rd down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. And as one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're running it. Shift. Regular.
A toss play to Chubb. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Mayfield now from the 50. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180. Squeeze, double.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
20. Regular.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Hey, zoom.
Here we go.
Hey. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Hey, alert 33.
55. Mike 55. I don't even know why this.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They come out here in the eye.
Silver. Check three.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
First down, Steelers.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I got him. Check 99. Check 99. Rush in. Rush in. Rush race on travel. Undercut. 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 Get.
2nd and 9 now. Forced out, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Ready up. Mike 51. I'm on. Showing it. Showing it. Jump. Let's go.
Back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jannard Avery. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, that's taken in by Callaway. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready, break. Mike, 50 seconds. Rip right. Check 43.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Defense wins championships, baby. Switch.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Martavis Bryant. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Real. Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike's 50.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's checking. Crash.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, watch this.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's Conner on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go now. 60 or.
At the 33-yard line.
Hey. Move. Hey, go.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
You ready? Fair. Check 9. Shoot.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Mike, 180. 55. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
Pistol.
Mike 55. Mike 55. I got one.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Now Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Check 3.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Pick it up.
Go. Mike 50.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Ready? He's coming. We got double up.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check right. Watching you find. Oh, you got deep.
Mayfield now. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Hauschka now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, Steelers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Wide. Get wide. Fire.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready, set. 57, Mike 57. Here we go. Pilot, 64, read. All day. Tight dog. Ready.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this,